enemy is trying to use to oppress you in order to awaken you to this entire fuck show going on right in front of your face. None of y'all has noticed it to this degree, and I'm dying laughing at this shit. I went through my phases of development in the roller coaster rises of awakening that gave you all of this insight into the various aspects of controlling emotion. When you learn to control the emotion, you got to balance your emotions, balance the intellect, bring the two together, right? Occupy the heart space with the pure intent of the mind. When you do that, you start seeing shit, start hearing shit, and people start running in fear because you becoming something they ain't. So we gonna start down here in Dallas. Now you see this lady that get convicted, only get 10 years for killing the unarmed black man. I'm sitting here watching the fuckery, and I'm wondering how come nobody haven't put the pieces together. She didn't just walk in that man's house haphazardly, randomly, and shoot that fucking man. First and foremost, that's what y'all gotta understand. What really took place is they was in a relationship. He ain't want her no more. Cause he ain't want her no more, she tried to use her position behind the badge to conceal her revenge. A vengeful woman. Hell have no fury like a woman scorned, especially when she already a dingy bitch. So in the middle of the fuckery, they get the guy brother to embrace the lady and forgive her. What the fuck? And then the next day, after he embraced her and forgive her, the prime key witness end up assassinated with a whole bunch of bullets. The other lady lose her fucking job the next day. This ain't even 24 fucking hours, man, and this is the biggest pile of fuckery. Mind fuck, get you off the path ass shit, distraction, red herring, motherfucking floating around like a bird in the bush, but it ain't shit there. It's all smoke, no fucking fire. It's all smoke, no fucking fire. The boy knew that his brother was banging the chick. They had good term relationships for years, probably about 2 of them. He broke up with her. She didn't take it well. His family knew how she was, and they knew how he was. He's a good guy, but we treated women like shit. So she felt she had a right to go in there and end him where he laid, and that's what she did. His family didn't say nothing because they knew he was a womanizer. And they knew that sooner or later what he did to women was going to come back on him. So, you know, it's still fuckery. No matter how you cut it, it's still to distract you. First and foremost, the idea was given to her by watching other motherfuckers shoot motherfucking brothers and walk because they had a badge. You see? All the time they was worried that the key witness was going to say, yeah, man, she was over there all the time. They was always in and out of each other's place. He ain't never say it. He was shaking in his boots. Somebody was going to figure that shit out. Now that it's all over, they got to make sure he never tell the story. So they got to get rid of him. Fuckery. And y'all falling for it. Now, what's the goal? Here's the end game to the fuckery. The end game to the fuckery is to make the niggas turn against the niggas and to make the niggas turn against the white folks, have us all go out here and do some fuckery in the streets, killing each other on some foolishness. Now, the enemy used divide and conquer. That's his tactic. This is reptilian agenda. I got the fucking monkey, man. That shit don't work on me. You can't subjugate me by telling me to look at some shit that ain't there. So, they got us all caught up in the game. Okay, I'm going to do a couple more invites because I've been doing invites for about 5 minutes. So, whoever don't get it now, don't get it. And so, here we go with these people distracting you from the overall goal. Like, the auto workers are distracted from the fact that they can't get a contract because of the corruption. Nobody can give a valid contract that can be ratified because of the federal investigation of the corruption. I got the receipts to prove it from when I first said it, and the revelation is coming out now that they are all under investigation, both sides, corporate and UAW, for corruption. The only thing is, none of the corruption is the new corruption. It's the old last two contracts, the 2010 and the 2015. But they can't see it because they are so busy following misleadership. The same people got them in this shit is telling them, I'm going to get you out. Fuckery. Fall for it. Then you got these people down here with these badges stunting. They killing innocent people so that you can bug out and get distracted. You can't see what's in front of your face. And as long as you distracted, they can slap the shit out you and you're going to turn around and think it was somebody else. Fuckery. Don't fall for it. So, what most people don't understand about the entire makeup of the situation is this. Earth is a simulator for the soul of man. And there are certain people here as Earth guardians. They call them the ranks of the righteous, the chosen ones, the Grail Kings, the royal families, and whatever. And every now and then, this stuff got to be recycled according to laws of physics, right? The laws of physics says entropy takes place. What is entropy? Entropy is when everything starts to fall apart. Divide and conquer is entropy. And as entropy reaches a certain point, it starts to contract back in on itself. Now, in astrology, they call it the astronomy. They call it the red shift and the blue shift. The pulling away from the center and the pushing toward the center. And that's supposed to be side effects from the so-called Big Bang. Now, when you put all this shit together, it all comes into a balancing act, a juggling act. They tricking us right in our face with the same recycled cyclic bullshit. They telling us the same thing over and over. And we falling for it over and over and over and over. So we stuck in the cycles of ignorance. The selective ignorance in the minds of the masses keeps the masses oppressed because they don't know their own value, worth, and they don't know what they're supposed to get. The auto workers will never get a contract messing with the big three at this time using International United Auto Workers when all of the IUAW are under investigation. The law say in contract negotiations, all parties must come to the table in good faith. If any party enter into the negotiations truthfully, wholeheartedly, knowing there's a federal corruption investigation going on, that's not acting in good faith. Now, there is a maxim of law for businesses and government that says that they must maintain the it said they must maintain the appearance or even the appearance of an impropriety is enough to make a corporate or a government agency not do business. The appearance. That don't mean that it had to be nobody doing nothing wrong. But if it looked like somebody doing something wrong, then the company or the government agency cannot participate according to the law. Basic common sense, if you read a couple of law books. Black's Law Dictionary is enough. If you just know the language and you understand what's going on. But nope, everybody got their own agendas on how they think this stuff is going to play out. Now, so you got two sides playing in the middle. And in these two sides playing in the middle, they pushing and pulling on us to keep us in a perpetual state of ignorance. How do we break free? Don't fall for the games. I'm going to tell you what they want you to do versus what you should do, and it's going to be up to you to make up your own mind. What they want us to do is to see that lady get 10 years, turn around and the black officer that shot a white man get 12 years. They want us to scream at the top of our lungs, go out in the street and tear up our shit like we always do. Because that's what we do, tear our own shit up when we get mad at somebody else. That's not economically sound reasoning. It's not politically sound. It's not corporately sound. It's not humanely sound. That's ignorance. Don't tear up nothing. And take your ball and go the fuck home. Shut this shit down. Take your ball and go home. If there is no enemy on the battlefield, who the fuck you gonna fight? So, it's real simple. All of the gates is open. It's up to the women now to hive. They call it the Sybil effect in the motherland. And the Sybil effect worked when a group of women all agree to change this shit because it's fucked up and they tired of it and we not having it no more. And it don't matter what ethnicity they're from, as long as they have a functioning portal of life. Or if they are a senior that has had a hysterectomy, they need to hold hands with a girl who has not reached puberty and intonate the sound. Because they let this motherfucking monster take their shit. They let the monster take their stuff out so that they can't participate in the resurrection. It ain't gonna work because it's a way around it. If she haven't reached puberty, she can stand proxy for a woman that has had a hysterectomy, have them hold hands and make the sound. That's how it works. Women sink. Right now, women. All y'all got to do is start thinking y'all on the same page of busting this devil in his head and watch what happens. The shit gonna start changing right in y'all face today. It won't be 72 hours before y'all see a massive earth shift. Women, make your mind up. I can't give you the tone, but the tone is available. She know what to do. I don't have to tell her. The A tone, right? Women, say it in circles and groups. It's stronger. In circles and groups, congregate. Dress in all white. Congregate. Hold hands. Match up the women who they done snatched out their sacred parts with the girls who haven't reached puberty, and they make a link. It's a bridge. They palm chakra. The eye in the center of the palms have to touch. Eyes in the palm. When that happens, it cycles the energy. It jumps the broken uterus that they snatched out to stop you from using your power. The power of earth is in the woman, and the power of the woman is in the earth. Sync. Flip the grid. It's your turn. All the women are up. All the queens claim y'all crowns. Make this shit go viral. Women, concentrate. Mama talking to y'all. She gonna tell y'all what to do. Y'all don't have to trust no man. This don't got nothing to do with us. I did my part for us, for the male. I balanced me so that we might all find balance. Now it's time for the Sybil effect. Call her. She waiting. She know y'all listening. She's opening the gates. Sync. Hive. Sybil effect. All women unite now. Form the groups. Start calling. Leave work. Leave church. Wherever you at. Go where you can congregate with other women. Y'all don't need no men to do this. Flip the fucking grid. Kill the beast. Make the weight of the atmosphere crush his motherfucking babies. They can't do it when y'all flip the grid. A-tone. Sync. Flip the grid. Make it go viral. Every woman need to be informed. She here. All hail the queen of heaven and earth. She here. She waiting on y'all to open the fucking door to resurrection. 5G. Rise up. This the day that no man knew, including me, until right now. She just told me. Flip this shit on his goddamn head. Watch Pope Francis fucking melt. Women sink. Tell him, Portia, you know what you got to do. Handle the business. Handle the business. Yes, it's the butterfly effect. It's the black butterfly. Tell your sons and daughters. Send them across the waters. Denise Williams, listen to the song. Black Butterfly. Change gonna come. Sam Cooke, the change is here. It's up to the women. All queens rise now. Flip the fucking grid on this beast. Flip this shit. A-tone. A-tone. The right sound from the one God. Flip the fucking grid. Crush his ass in this atmosphere that he cannot take. That's why he been putting the chemtrails up there. That's why they distracting y'all with this fuckery on this motherfucking shit. Trying to put a uterus in a goddamn man, an abomination before heaven and hell. Flip this shit, they can't stay. Flip it. All women unite. Flip the fucking grid. A-tone. Flip this shit on his ass. He can't take the weight. Wake her up. Mother Earth is asleep. Wake her up. Flip this fucking grid. It's up to the women. All queens rise. Call your hive. Call your family hive. You know what to do. It's in your soul. If you got righteousness in you, let the righteousness shine. All queens rise. Call your hives. They know where they at. When you call for them, they gonna come. All queens rise. The kings await. All queens. Fuck these motherfuckers and they fuckery. We not falling for it. This is the grand fucking deal right here. This is the motherfucking coup de grace. Flip this shit. Flip it. Flip the grid. They got you on a double masculine polarity. That is against the laws of nature. Shoe me in resonance. You supposed to be shoe Tefnit. Look it up if you think I'm making it up, but you ain't got to look nothing up. Mama here. All women sink. Flip the grid. Barefooted. Mother Earth. Foot to dirt. Not concrete. Foot to dirt. Flip the grid. Y'all all every sister tell 10 sisters. Flip the fucking grid. Smash this beast where he stand. All of y'all. It's just that simple. That's how we got in here, Amos, LaDonna. They flipped the grid into a double masculine homosexual grid. It's not according to Mott. It's against the laws of nature. A-tone. Flip the grid. Take your ball and go home is what it's trying to tell you, Juanita. Until this is fixed, all women start sinking. Unite. Yes, it's an electromagnetic grid. They got you on what they call the Shu men resonance. Shu is Father Sky. Men is the priest of sexuality. That does not match. Tefnit is Mother Earth, who they put to sleep in order to put you on a fake grid. Flip the fucking shit on their head. A-tone. A-tone. Flip it. It's just that simple. A-tone. If you don't know what it sounds like, inbox Portia. She'll directly send it to you. By the time every sister is saying it, the grid will flip and we have heaven on earth literally. Literally. It's all about this. The sinking of the women. The mitochondrial is the hiving mechanism. Because y'all all got mitochondria, that y'all can communicate around the Y chromosome. Flip the grid on his ass. There's nothing they can do about it. Ain't nothing they can do about it. All of the imposters is out of here. We about to have a bunch of orphans when y'all flip the grid. Be prepared to take on children that you ain't never seen before in your life. Because a lot of them not going to make it when you flip this shit. It's over. It's up to the women to hive and sink and flip the fucking grid. That's all y'all got to do. Be on the same page. Agree. I agree to get rid of the evil, the wicked, the treacherous, the deceitful, the underhand, the backbiter, the backstabber, all of it. We want heaven on earth. Let's get back to this matriarchal system that was originally here before the imposters and the invaders came. Flip the grid, sync, form groups.